Hi party people, it's Brisha the Book Lady, and I'm here to share a very simple trick to help you get your children reading more. Now, we all know reading is really important, right? Well, employers in America actually rate reading and writing as the top two deficiencies in all new hires. And we definitely want to change that. Good news is studies show that readers actually make better citizens too. So the more your children read, the more likely they'll go on to volunteer. And also, reading fiction helps increase empathy in the same way that real life experiences do. So the number one thing you can do to ensure your child's academic success is actually not a super expensive tutor, any crazy new program that your friends are raving about. It's having book ownership within your home and helping build your home library. So in a study encompassing 42 countries, including the United States, it was shown that regardless of how large a home library already was, with each additional book, children were able to score better on the standardized tests that they were given. Crazy, right? So are you ready for my mind-blowingly simple tip? Any guesses? It's book boxes. So I got this box at Target. No. I got this at Dollar Tree for $1. Target's also great. If you're an Amazon Prime mama, Amazon has a bunch to choose from as well. But what we're doing here is we're advertising to our kids. So who else has that drawer in their fridge where food goes to die? And please don't tell me it's just me. Well, dietitians actually recommend placing your fruits and vegetables on the shelf that's at your eye level so that when you open the fridge, you see them and you're more likely to choose them. Same kind of logic applies here. If you have books in baskets strewn about the house, your kids are more likely to read them because they're seeing them and they're getting visually stimulated versus having a bookcase tucked up in a room with all the spines tucked in and you can't see the covers. So a couple great places to keep these book baskets are in the bathroom. You'll find that your kids are going to be spending about as much time as your husband does, which means more quiet time for you, and also they are reading. Great things, right? Breakfast table is also a good one. While they're eating breakfast in the morning, instead of reading the back of the cereal box, they'll pick up some fun books. Our 100 Things to Know series is one of my favorite because it's got small little tidbits that they can just pick up and read and pick up later. It doesn't have to be a whole story that they end on. Car is a great one. In fact, it's a complete lifesaver with my son. He is not a fan of the car seat, and I mean, kids spend so much of their time in the car seat, right? Well, if I put a book in his hands, he is so much more content to go on a long drive with us than otherwise. Books take more of his attention than new toys do, which kind of melts my heart a little bit. But it's a great idea to keep a basket in your car as well. As your kids get older too, and it's age appropriate, you can offer to let them stay up 15 minutes past their bedtime if they want to read instead. Most kids are going to choose to stay up, and that's a great way to help continue to increase their reading abilities and vocabulary by sneaking in that habitual reading at nighttime. Now, a couple tips before you put your book baskets to work. Just like toys, you want to make sure to rotate out your books to keep it engaging and fun and new. And just like your kids grow out of their clothes, they're going to be growing out of books as well. So a lot of people like to buy new books for their kids right around the same time that they're buying school clothes. I know a lot of people that do it around the holidays and do 12 days of Christmas with 12 new books instead of doing other kinds of gifts. But just make sure to keep it fresh and engaging for your kids so they want to continue reading. Another really simple tip that I have that most people kind of overlook is let your children pick their own books. So they know what they're interested in, and if they're picking them out for themselves, they're so much more likely to read than if you were to pick them out for them.